What's up, guys? It's your boy Ted, the review guy, and today I'll be talking about a new series that I not really learned. I learned about it like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Pluribus is a series on Apple TV, one of their underrated shows that you can watch. There's so many of them, this series the first I'm going to talk about the first episode, and we get into how we get introduced to this world and everything that happens, and we follow the main character Carol. And so basically the series talks about a virus which becomes a hive mind, a hive mind basically. And so at first we get introduced to these astronomers who find a signal, and they're so happy about it. Everyone is in on it. Other astronomers check it out, and only one guy finds an epiphany, and he kind of has a correlation that this thing can be a sequence, like a DNA sequence basically. And I think from there, we're not told what happens after, but from the explanation later, we find out that they used that sequence to create a virus. I'm not sure if they knew what they were creating, but I think they maybe thought maybe it will save the world or something, or maybe it's a language or something like that. And then they used this virus, did experiments on them, on rats and whatever. And then we find these astronomers who are testing these rats with this virus, and one of the scientists gets bit by the rat, who also, which is kind of interesting, it played dead, and then when they took it out of the box, and then it woke up and bit the person, so like the scientist. So that was interesting. Like, that was one of the things I was like, so this thing is already smart even within the rat. So it already knows that it's a rat or whatever the case may be, but it was smart enough to know that it needed a human or bigger target basically. So that was interesting for me, and yeah, it got spread through Kiss, I guess. And then like, we meet Carol. She's quite miserable. It kind of reminded me of the movie with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum, Lost City, I think. The Lost City. Yeah. She was also a writer and miserable. If you are a writer somewhere out there, please tell me, is this a thing whereby writers are miserable? I'm not sure. Like book writers, especially the ones that write about love. There's fictional love stories and romance and stuff like that. Please let me know. But yeah, she's miserable. She has a wife, and I think she's like a manager of sorts, because they were discussing how she responds on social media when her fans ask her about the love stories that she writes about and stuff like that. And so everyone in the world starts having a seizure except her, and then like this hive mind takes over basically a hive mind. And then according to the guy who was explaining to Carol later on, basically her wife was not supposed to die, and it was a mistake. And I think the president as well, a lot of people that died, they were not supposed to die according to this thing. We don't know how sinister this thing is or not sinister this thing is. And yeah, which is also interesting to me. So they present themselves as they're not harmful to Carol. They tell her that she has 100% of her life. They are sorry that she lost her partner, but they want the body, which is quite interesting. Why would they want the body? What's happening with that? Like, these are all the questions, and I'm so interested in finding out what's happening. I hope you are too. And yeah, and this guy explains to Carol and everything weird that's been happening. The world is just on fire, but then they start cleaning up because it's a hive mind. So it's like they're trying to right their mistakes, I guess, because they made everyone have a seizure while they're doing their everyday things, you know. So yeah, others were driving, so cars got flipped, all of those things. So yeah, Carol is trying to find out what's happening and why she has 100% of her life, but also they are trying to recruit her, but they're telling her she must join willingly, you know. Like it's like it's so fascinating. So yeah, it ends there. So I'm ready for episode 2. So yeah, please join me in this journey, and if you have friends that or like shows like this, post apocalyptic shows, please let them know that there's a guy who's reviewing the series. Maybe you have the same views as them. Please let them like, share, and subscribe. You like, share, and subscribe as well. Maybe I'll talk about something that you like sometime, you know. So yeah, see you in the next one.